Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Flyers Training Center in Voorhees, New Jersey, where today the second half of this home-and-home rookie game set between the New York Rangers and the Philadelphia Flyers is just about set to go. I'm Brian Smith. We're glad to have you along with us here today. The Flyers and Rangers, of course, got together yesterday up in Tarrytown, New York at the Rangers practice facility in a game that the Flyers won that one by a final of 6-3. And the rematch here today, at least in the Flyers world, this is a new thing to have two games in this rookie camp. Not sure about the Rangers, but a lot of teams get together, do round robins, things like that. Flyers generally have only had one rookie game at the end of their rookie camp, so this group here today will get another crack to make an impression on the front office staff, really on both sides of the ice here today. For the Flyers, it's largely the same lineup. There have been a couple of changes to it. Cam York will be in the lineup tonight, as will Tanner Lisinski, and he is out to take the opening draw as we are going to waste no time here and get right going with it here at Flyers Training Center. Of course, both of these teams are preparing for their main training camps, which are coming up later this week as the 21-22 season is just around the corner. So glad to have you along with us. Brian Bourne is here as well, running everything that you see here today. And we're going to have a good time as these two clubs get together again here for the second consecutive day. Connor McLennan down the right side for Philadelphia, trying to get it deep, and that'll be knocked away and picked up by the Rangers. They're going to outlet up the right side. Sanchez will play one down deep behind Samuel Ersson, who is the starting goaltender for the Flyers here today. We expect the two goaltenders will split time in this one. Linus Hogberg will send one around and change as Linus Sandin goes after the loose puck. Starting goaltender for the New York Rangers is Talon Boyko, and again, sort of expecting to see a split in time between the netminders on the Rangers side as well. We have our first penalty already here in the contest, and it's going to go against the Rangers, so the Flyers are going to get a chance on the power play. Their power play was very successful yesterday, as it is a hooking call. And it's, get a look here. Tarmo Reinainen is in the box for the hook, so we are going to get another early look here at the Flyers power play, which got some first period action yesterday right off the hop. And here's Cam York on the right point. Saw some power play time in the NHL with the Flyers toward the end of last season. They'll work it over to Morgan Frost. Now Isaac Ratcliffe back out to York. Ratcliffe tried to put one into the slot. That was blocked away nicely by Morgan Barron. And the Rangers are able to clear. We're just underway here in Voorhees, New Jersey. No score. About a minute into this second game of these two rookie games between the clubs. Linus Sandin working his way out of traffic on the left point. Plays catch with Cam York, and now will carry it down to the corner. Off to Tyson Forrester, now back to York. Forrester, 2 goals yesterday. Down low to Ratcliffe, tried to feed it out in the slot and knocked away. It comes to Forrester, now out to York center point. Morgan Frost looking, feeds one through. One-timer by Forrester, missed just wide, pops back out in front, and Sandin is stopped on the doorstep by Boyko. Forrester didn't get all of that one-timer attempt, but it ended up being a good opportunity for the Flyers anyways. They got 51 seconds left on this first power play. Connor McLennan will wrap it around and Wade Allison to it in the corner. Jackson Cates bumped off the puck. McLennan able to work it back out to Hogberg at the left point. Back down to Cates. This is Lisinski with it. Lisinski off to Allison, back out to Hogberg. Now Allison, top of the circle with a shot. Save made by Boyko. Rebound to the corner. And Lisinski trying to keep it free. Got it off into the circle, and a shot by Cates whistled just wide. Here's Connor McLennan. Moves it back out to Hogberg. Hogberg back to McLennan. Shot is blocked right off the hop. McLennan will get that one back. Alex Whelan got in the way of the initial bid. Here's Allison behind the net for Lisinski. They'll play catch. 3 seconds, 2 and 1. And the penalty time expires. Teams are back to full strength as the Rangers flip it down into the Flyers' end. Here's Hogberg up the left side, steps around Barron. He'll fire it high off the glass. Knocked down by Zach Jones in the corner, now out in the left circle. Here's a shot, save made, and the rebound chopped out to the line, not out. Wiley with a shot. That one is gloved and held by Boyko, and we'll get the face-off in the Rangers zone. Well, there was no question yesterday. You saw the momentum if you watched that game. It was all Flyers in the first period, all Rangers in the second. Flyers took a 3-0 lead in that first period, and the Rangers answered with 3 of their own in the second to tie it up before Philadelphia started to pull away over the final 25 minutes or so. So far, it's been mostly Flyers here in the first period as J.R. Avon is going to chase this one down into the corner. Avon rolls off a man. Strome pushed it over to the far corner. Ritchie able to move it out to the point. That took a bad hop on Mason Millman and left the zone. He's got to fire it back in deep. And the Rangers will regroup as the Flyers change. 16:26 left to go in this first period. No score as of yet. Rangers trying to cycle around to the near point. A shot gets blocked in front, and it's popped ahead to center. Here's McKinnon down the left side. Tried to find Allison on the near side, but it was a little bit behind him. Rangers will come back with it the other way. Kodorenko run off the puck by a trio of Flyers, but he's going to get it back out to Skinner. A shot blocked in front. Goes behind the net, centered back out, but the Ranger couldn't get a stick to it. Comes all the way back down to the New York end where Boyko sends it over to the far side. Nick Vierling over here, right underneath our vantage point. And Gudiari is able to put it over to the far side circle. Rangers now back out with it along the near wall. Here's Linus Sandin after the loose puck. Cycles it back around to Cam York, and York puts on the brakes. Now he's met by some Rangers, and there's a turnover. A shot in on net, save made by Ayerson. He's going to hold on to that one for the whistle. As Cam York ran out of space there, Michael O'Leary was able to run him down and force the turnover. Face-off will come up to Ayerson's left. It is a packed house on the balconies here today, we'll tell you that much, as the Flyers and Rangers front offices each have their own balcony space, and everybody wants to get a look at these guys in this final session of this rookie camp for both clubs. Some of these guys will move on to main camp, some of them will not, as we get a puck up into the ceiling out of play. Some potential good stories in this camp, at least on the Flyers side. You got some guys that are invites to this camp that are trying to earn themselves some contracts. And then you got some other guys like Morgan Frost, who moves in on this face-off, who is coming back, of course, after missing all but a game and a half of last season to a shoulder injury, injured in game 2 of the year. And he has had some real jump in his step, not only in this camp, but in the development camp earlier this month. A lot of these guys trying to earn a place on the NHL roster after Chuck Fletcher went out and added a lot of veteran pieces to perhaps give these guys time to get some more experience at the AHL level. Shot in on net was kicked aside by Ayerson. Rangers are going to get this back. They'll put it in deep. First one to it is Brian Zanetti. And Zanetti leaves it off. Flyers will head back out with it. Pass out through center. Past Ratcliffe. Comes back down to Boyko. He'll settle it to the side of his net. And the Rangers will carry this one out. It's Brandon Schneider sending it in deep. Here's a shot from a sharp angle. It went high over the crossbar. Morgan Barron missing with that one. And now here's Ritchie moving it out to center. Tried to get it onto the stick of a winger there. It was Avon. That was knocked away, and now we're back deep in the New York zone. 13:56 left here in the first period. No score. Flyers and Rangers. The Flyers training center in Voorhees, New Jersey. Avon in the left side circle trying to kick that puck free, but it's knocked away. And now here come the Rangers back the other way. We got a whistle and an offsides against the Rangers as it was knocked off the stick of Payaniemi just as he went over the line. So the faceoff will be out at center. Jackson Cates moving in on this draw for Philadelphia against Michael O'Leary for the Rangers. It's chopped high into the air off the glass behind the Flyers net, and Linus Hogberg gets there first. Headman pass misses everybody, goes the length of the ice. This is going to be an icing call. J.R. Avon, one of those guys that's trying to make an impression, an invitation to this rookie camp for the Flyers, also to development camp. And one of those tough situations due to COVID where some of these young kids just could not get the exposure they needed. It's his draft year for Avon, and the OHL just had to cancel the entire season, as it turned out. So he's getting a look here after not being drafted in his initial draft year. Centering pass out in front, and no Flyer able to get a stick on it as it goes into the far corner. Now it's worked out to the left point. Mason Millman with a shot blocked in front. It is tied up in somebody's equipment. It's in underneath the jersey of one of the Rangers. James Sanchez fishes it out. So our face-off is going to be now left side circle, Ranger zone. 13:01 left first period, no score. Lisinski able to win the draw, comes out to Wiley, back to Millman, shot through, save made by Boyko, and rebounds to the corner. Bodies fly, and Millman gets it back out at the point. Wraps it around behind the net, Allison couldn't reach it. Wiley gets to it, back to Allison in the corner. Allison looking to center. It was blocked, gets it back, forces it into the crease. It's tied up in skates, now back behind the net. Pulled free out to Wiley right side. Shot hit Lisinski in the skate. Rangers are going to clear this off the glass and out. Allison cycling it back to Millman. Headman's to McLennan, who will tip it along and leave on a change. Lisinski on the forecheck, able to work it free out in front, and Forrester could not get his stick on it. Vealing will send that one deep, and Ayerson will settle behind his net with 12:09 left in our first period. Here's Forrester. He's got a step. Forrester between the circles. Save made by Boyko as Forrester looked to go 5 holes. Zanetti tried to get it back to him, pulled free, and now chopped back behind the net. Frost watching as Ratcliffe battles in the corner. Comes back out to Brian Zanetti on the near side. Zanetti working in the corner. Being worked over by Will Cooley of the Rangers. Frost out at the point, right side. Here's Quinn Schmiemann. Gets a shot away, save made. And the Rangers will control that rebound, and it's moved ahead. Here's Cooley through center. Plays it off to the right side. Cross ice pass. Lundqvist into the center. That was knocked away, and the Flyers will clear it out. Here's Jackson Cates on a loose puck. Tried to play it back for York. Being chased down by Brennan Othman. Sent down behind the Flyers net. Othman runs into Sandin along the near wall. Now back behind the net for York. Will continue it along. Samu Tuamala beaten to the puck. Rangers with a shot and a save made by Ayerson. He's going to hold on to that one. As Laurie Payinemi had a good opportunity right inside the right circle. Ayerson, though, able to gobble that up. Samuel Ayerson recently signed his entry-level contract with the Flyers. This is going to be his first year in North America. 5th-round selection in 2018. Signed back on June the 3rd. And he and Kirill Ustimenko have been the 2 goaltenders here in these camps for the Flyers, both the development camp and this rookie camp. Ustimenko played for the Phantoms 2 years ago, but he had to stay home, at least closer to home last year due to the pandemic. Spent the season playing in Belarus. Only got a couple of games in, but did his best to get some action. Puck along the left point. Rangers briefly able to keep it in, but then the Flyers clear. Sanchez back into the New York end. Pass knocked away by Ritchie. Pushed up ahead to center, though. Rangers regroup, and they'll get it in deep. Alex Whelan on the forecheck for New York. Flyers able to outlet, but this one is going to go all the way down for an icing call, as Flyers were pretty heavy to the one side. Nolan Ritchie is another invite to the Flyers camp. He's from Brandon, Manitoba. He's played in the Brandon Wheat King system since he was 13 years old. His father, Darren, was a mainstay in Brandon. He played there and then came back as an assistant coach, was a scout, then a general manager. Just left this summer to take a scouting position with the Toronto Maple Leafs, but Nolan Ritchie, one of those guys getting a look. We do have a penalty here. It's a holding penalty on the Rangers. Brendan Othman is the guilty party. So another look here at this Flyers power play, which again got a lot of action yesterday and clicked pretty well. It's Morgan Frost with Sandin to his left and Ratcliffe to his right. On the points, Tyson Forrester and Cam York. And York now working with Forrester. Will play it right side for Frost. Frost down low to Ratcliffe. They'll switch positions. Cycled back to Frost. Behind the net. Now here's York with a one-timer and he scores! Cam York pitches into the left circle and blasts one past Boyko. Power play goal for the Flyers. It is 1-0. 9:45 left in this first period. So quite the look for this power play unit over a very small time span here, just a game and a half, but they have looked impressive so far against the Rangers. So a 1-0 Flyers lead here, 9.5 left in this first period. Looking for more. It's Avon coming down the right side. He'll sling around behind the net. Avon up the far wall. Now to Schmiemann with a shot down in front. Hit a stick. It's loose and it's in. Matthew Strome on the doorstep. And within 30 seconds of each other, the Flyers have taken a 2-0 lead. Strome, of course, the youngest of the three Strome brothers. His brothers Dylan and Zach have already made it into the National Hockey League. Ryan, excuse me, I think I said Zach. Ryan and Dylan Strome already have made it, and he's trying to be the third. He's got a tally here, as that's a fourth line goal for the Flyers in this rookie game. So 2-0 now, Flyers with the lead, and again, still on the attack is Mason Millman from the left point. Fired one in. That was blocked down, and here's Henriksen up the left side. He'll send it in deep. Rempe will chase this one, but he's ridden off the play. Now it comes back around to the near wall, but not out. The shot in was blocked at the top of the left circle. Off the stick of Giutari. Now it's loose behind the Flyers net. Sandin steps in on that one. Flicks it ahead to Jackson Cates, and Cates puts it up into the ceiling for a whistle and a stoppage of play. 8.5 left in this first period. Well, it's a big week for Flyers fans. Single game tickets go on sale this week. We've got 3 preseason games coming up at the Wells Fargo Center, September 28th, October 2nd, and October 4th. You can sign up for the Flyer Wire newsletter and get yourself some early access to preseason and October games on Tuesday the 21st. The entire season will be available to Flyer Wire subscribers on Wednesday the 22nd before the full public on sale this Thursday the 23rd. You can go to PhiladelphiaFlyers.com/FlyerWire to get signed up and get that pre-sale, which is coming up this week again for the Flyers as they get started in their main training camp as well. We've got a cross-checking penalty coming up here, I believe. This might be against Philadelphia. It is going to be a Flyers penalty. It's Linus Hogberg with the cross-check. So the Rangers are going to get an opportunity here on the power play. Lisinski trying to tie things up off the draw, but the Rangers win it, and they'll work it out. Here's Jones working at the point. One-timer blocked in front. Nice play by Mason Millman to get in front of that one. Jones now fires it back in on net. Save. Ersson rebound trickles just past the left post. Wiley gets to the loose puck, tried to get it to Cates, and Cates fanned on the clearing attempt, bouncing along toward the blue line. Lisinski just trying to pitchfork it over, and they finally will get it out with Philadelphia, and Jones going to send it right back in. Millman lays a nice hit on Brendan Othman. Othman still able to get to the puck, though, and he moves it out to Jones on the right point. Jones walking the blue line, fires one in, save made by Ayerson, got a glove on that one. Flyers clear the rebound, and they'll change up. Minute 8 left to go on this Rangers power play. 7:24 left in the first period. 2-0 Philadelphia with the lead. Goals by Cam York and Matthew Strome so far here for the Flyers, as a puck fired across the goal mouth by Sanchez, just out of the reach of Lindquist. Now here's Quinn Schmiemann on the end boards, trying to hold off a couple of Rangers. Morgan Frost coming in to help as well. It's chipped out to the point, kept in there though. Reunited puts it over to the right side. Now back out Lindquist. Here's a fake shot by Reunited. He went with the pass instead to Lindquist. His shot was wide. Now around behind the net. Schmiemann pushes it to the corner. Sanchez works it back out to the point. Here's a shot from the point that's blocked in front. 18 seconds left on the power play. Fired in by Reunited, and it's blocked to the far side corner. He'll get it back, though, on the point. Sanchez working in the corner. Out to the right point. 2 seconds and 1. Penalty time expires as another shot blocked down. Comes back. Lindquist gets his pocket picked by Strome coming off the bench after the penalty had expired. And we're back to full strength with 6:07 left in this first period. 2-0 Flyers. Second of 2 rookie games between the two clubs as they both wrap up their rookie camp with this game here today. Matt Rempe having some conversations with Linus Hogberg. Rempe and Wade Allison had a spirited tilt yesterday. And it is no small feat because Rempe rings in at 6'8", 235. Allison said after the game he didn't like a hit that Rempe had earlier in the contest and wanted to make that known. The two did have a brief conversation during warm-ups, so perhaps just exchanging greetings and saying no hard feelings. But even in a camp like this, you'll see things like that because you've got guys that are trying to make impressions in one way or another. And you heard Ian LaPerriere really even said it after the game that it shows Wade Allison is out there to take care of his teammates whenever is necessary, even if it means fighting a guy that might be close to a foot taller than him. Here's Mason Millman bringing it back around behind the net. It's Allison in the corner. He gets canceled out. Puck pops free and the Rangers will clear. 5:27 left in the first period. 2-0 Flyers. Mason Millman quick on the puck, coming around behind the net with speed. It was poked off his stick as he came up the near boards. Wyatt Wiley got to it. Now back to Millman. Millman looking ahead, finds Lisinski. He's got a man going to the net. It's Allison on the backhand, puts it just wide. Allison tried to throw it back out in front. That hit a skate and popped up into the netting, out of play. We'll get a face-off in the Rangers zone. Wade Allison with the most NHL experience of anybody in this camp for the Flyers. 14 games last year, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. He'll turn 24 years old on October the 14th. Made a pretty good impression on the Flyers staff last year. He was a guy that, he had to battle some injuries while he was in college and slowed his development a little bit, but over the last couple of years he's been very impressive and is fighting to get himself a regular NHL spot this year. .504 left to go in this first period. 2-0 Flyers with the lead. Seem to have a little bit of a delay here, and not entirely sure why, but I think there might be something. I think the rink might have broke. a little bit. A little bit of ice maintenance necessary along the far wall, as you see Bob Sweet, who is the crack ice manager here at the Flyers Training Center, coming out to tend to this. So, of course, the Flyers, again, with single game tickets going on sale this week, starting training camp on the ice on the 23rd. Then into the preseason. Before you know it, it's going to be mid-October, and the Flyers are going to start the season with a big 4-game homestand, beginning with the opener on Friday, October the 15th, when the Vancouver Canucks come to town. You can be among the first to see the new Seattle Kraken when they visit on Monday, October 18th, second game of the year with former Flyers head coach Dave Haxtell. Then Boston comes in on Wednesday the 20th, Florida on Saturday the 23rd of October. So again, tickets go on sale this week. Visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com/FlyerWire. Find out how you can get early access to single game tickets on Tuesday. Giant chunk of the ice being carried off by one of our linesmen here, which is rarely a good sign. But we've got it to the point where we can continue. Face off left side circle, the Ranger zone with 5:04 left to go in the first period. 2-0 Flyers with the lead. Cam York and Matthew Strome with the goals. Jackson Cates broke his stick on the face-off, and that allows the Rangers to get to it. O'Leary through center, trying to step around Hogberg. Poked off his stick. It's continued along by Whelan to Sanchez along the near wall. Sanchez run into by Cates. Hogberg battling for it along with Whelan. And now it pops free. Philadelphia able to outlet. Poked away from Sandin, but trailing was York. He got it back into the zone. York, again, chops it off a Ranger stick, and it's knocked back to the corner. Braden Schneider going back after it for New York. Schneider's going to get the pass back, and he'll carry it out to center. Headman pass tipped deep into the zone. Ersson behind his net. He'll settle it, and Linus Hogberg is there to pick it up. Headman pass off the stick of Strome. Back after it is Avon. Avon puts on the brakes. Lost the handle on it, though, and the Rangers right back out with it. It's Rayonen and down the right side. Schmiemann along the near wall, trying to get it out. Can't do it. Lost it in front, and shot save made by Ersson. A rebound also stopped by Ersson, as a broken play there resulted in the Rangers getting a huge scoring chance. A couple of players right there with bids, but Ersson able to keep the door shut. Here's Hoffman. Plays a pass off far side, and the shot was blocked down in the slot. Rangers putting on some renewed pressure here with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first period. 2-0 Flyers with the lead, and they've held the momentum for most of this first period like they did yesterday. But the Rangers getting some pressure on here late. Up the right side, here's Cooley. Stops at the top of the circle. A shot from the point. Blockered aside by Ersson. Rebound to Skinner on the near wall. He'll send it around behind the net. Schmiemann able to skate away with it. Backhands it to the line. Cooley could not keep it in. And now Ratcliffe able to send it in deep. Henriksen there for the Rangers. He's going to skate out with it. Cooley had it roll off the stick. Lisinski knocked it the other way. Lisinski down the left side, trying to get around Zach Guiutari. Guiutari and Lisinski battle in the corner. Pulled around behind the net. And now Henriksen on the near side, put it back behind the net again. 2:26 left in the first. Rempe is canceled out along the far wall, but the Rangers able to continue it into the zone. Here's Wiley. Wiley getting around to check. He plays it off to Millman, and Millman moves it ahead to center. Fired right back around behind the net, and Allison's there for Philadelphia. Zach Jones sachets his way out of trouble. And now here's a giveaway. McLennan lost his footing. There's a penalty being called, though. A trip. And McLennan drawing the call. We'll give another look at the Flyers power play here late. With a minute 54 left to go in the first period. Patrick Kodorenko is in the box for the trip. Left side circle face-off coming up here for Philadelphia. 1 for 2 on the power play, I think. Bad face-off here. We'll do it again. Forrester back to York as the Flyers control off the draw. Here's Tyson Forrester. Left side works it back to York. To Morgan Frost. Down low for Ratcliffe. Back to Frost. Frost to York. York through traffic, deflected by Sandin, but it went straight down. They battle for it in the skates, and finally the Rangers able to clear. Sandin trying to redirect that puck, but got a little too much of it. York will go back to pick it up for Philadelphia. Penalty clock and the game clock about 6 seconds apart, with a minute and 15 now left to go in the period. Here's Forrester. Works it down the boards. Morgan Frost holding and looking. Frost in the corner. Back out to York. Back to Frost. Walks it into the circle to Ratcliffe. Tried to tip it out in front. Went behind the net. Broken stick on the ice. Belongs to somebody who's no longer on the ice because everybody's got a stick. Here's Frost in the corner. Pushed it around behind the net. Rangers there to pick it up. They'll fire it off the glass all the way down. Harrison back to slow it. Is down to 40 seconds left in the first period. 2-0 Flyers with the lead. Hogberg moves this one ahead. Cates drops it off to Tuamala. Sent around behind the net. Jones ties up Allison there. Allison tried to pry it free, but the Rangers will get to it and clear. 19 seconds left on the clock as Ersson comes out to pick it up. Sending it around to Lisinski, who just goes back behind his net with it. Hendrickson on the forecheck. Flyers able to escape, though, and now here's Avon on the right side. Avon tried to center. That was blocked back out of the zone, and that's going to do it for period number 1. As we get the buzzer, and we'll have about 6 seconds briefly left of power play time for the Flyers when we come back here for period number 2. But a 2-0 lead for Philadelphia after 1 period of play. Cam York with the power play goal. Matthew Strome with the second goal. They came less than 30 seconds apart. We'll find out exactly how long and pass that along to you in a little bit. But 2 quick ones have the Flyers ahead 2-0 after 20 minutes here at the Flyers Training Center in Voorhees, New Jersey. We are going to step aside for a little bit. 16-minute intermissions here, so we'll be back with you at the end of that period of time with our second period. 2-0 Philadelphia after 1 here at the Flyers Training Center.
coaching Team White or what? Ah.
Schultz wanted you guys. He's got 2 people.
So we're playing defensive. Showtime. I thought it was gonna trickle through. No bueno. Oh! Oh, ankles! Nice hit. Nice hit, buddy. Shoot it, Morgan. Ah, let's go! Yeah, I'm like that. Let's go. Yeah, Clenner. Too easy. 1-0, 1-0. Let's go. That's a greasy win, but clutch when we needed it. Want to come out for a couple? For you, not me. Yeah, stay hot. Showtime. Yeah, 2 for 2. Switch, switch, switch. That almost trickled in, eh? We're a defensive squad here.
Oh yeah.
Shut down.
Wow.
Big one, boys. Yeah! Clutch Gene. Buzzer beater. Attaboy, bud.
Oh.
Let's go. Yeah. Holy defense. Attaboy.
That was close.
Did you see that spot or were you just shooting it?
Well, I saw a little guy, but I didn't think it was gonna make it.
Yeah. We might have to plant someone in front and just grease it. just have someone on the back door like this. No mercy in the finals though, it's just take ankles.
Hey, Black, good season. Vacate the premises. See you guys next year. Thanks for coming. Congrats on your first win. Hey, where are you going? Where you going? Where are you going? See you, kid. Oh, where you going?
Are we allowed to bring it back to the Spring Hill if we win?
You can take it back and tell me.
If it goes to the Spring Hill, it's not coming back. Are you going 3 for 3 here? I know. Terrible shot. I tried to pick one for you there, Connor. Almost worked. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Oh, I'm so tired.
snipe. How do the mitts feel? Attaboy, Captain Con. Muffin. I'm saving it for when there's a goalie. Yeah. Nice pass, Ratty. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. 2 legs. It's almost like you're stopping completely.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Nice, Rat. Oh. No swatting it away. We're too good at protecting it. Attaboy, Shelly boy. You like that?
Protect the puck. I didn't see you.
Dude, you know.
What you
you know
dominating?
I'm dominated at
Big
protecting the puck. Yeah. That's a Yager bum. I'm stupid at protecting the puck. Oh, wow. Get that. Attaboy, Frosty. Attaboy, Sandy. That's my puck all day. Hey. He's out. What? Offside. Offside? That's just stupid. Offside? So do I take him or? Attaboy, why? You just got bundied in the corner, eh? He was up at the blue line. I didn't know if I should have went at him or not. Hey, so I just pick up the pill and Gino. My feet are soaking wet too. Heads up. So we have 3 lines. Three guys, that's gonna be tough. Let's try and get a Gino this time, no? Get there! Oh, B-way. Skate it, Z, I'll go B-way. He's coming! Hey! Muffin of a shot, I wanted to pass it. You do the face-off? No, you. You do. Oh, Riddles. Hold on. Riddles is auto at this. You're auto at this, eh? From mini sticks?
All right, boys, I'm mic'd up here. I'm mic'd up. Oh my God. Let's get it. There we go. Yep. Snipe. Flying V. quite good. Wow, Millie, you really haven't slimmed down. You really have not gotten shorter. You keep growing. You're tall. 186.
That's good.
Yeah, I like 186 though. Like, I don't want to be too big, you know. Like, I can't. Like, I'd rather be fast.
That's
than,
awesome.
Yeah. Hey, head up the whole time. Head up the whole time. Oh! Oh, it's scary. Ring around the rosy. Woo. Oh my gosh, I can't breathe. Hey, guy in the middle, like bite on the fake, like the first fake, you know what I mean?
I'm stealing Millie's puck.
Okay, Millie, yeah, but like my puck, don't steal that. Come on. Schulte, I'm mic'd up too. We need lots of that. Ah, Schulte, come on. All right, put me in a blender, Wiles. Put me in a blendy. Wiles, look at you. Oh! Going for the steals, huh? Look at this guy, I hate him. Mama, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Coop, how you feeling?
Not too bad.
Good?
Pretty good, yeah, you?
Better than ever. One-on-ones first day. Love that. Hoagie, come on. Should I try and walk this guy? Yeah. You saw that? Yeah. I should be forward, huh? Yeah. Gosh, that was nasty. Felt like David out there. Nice D. 2 for 2 on one-on-ones. I'm counting. D. Yeah. Yeah, Coop. No.
Barry swing from behind, I'll jump in.
I am gonna cross check you though.
Push back.
I'm gonna cross check you. Take it, Wells. Yeah, Lily.
Center here in Voorhees, New Jersey. Flyers and the New York Rangers here in the second game of the two-game set between the two as they wrap up their rookie camps. Flyers lead 2-0 after one period of play. Goals by Cam York on the power play, and then 52 seconds later, Matthew Strome picked up an even strength marker. And that is where we stand after 20 minutes. Second of, again, 2 games between these two clubs. First time in a while the Flyers have played 2 games in a rookie camp. And particularly impressive so far has been this first power play unit, which will take the face-off here for the Flyers with just 6 seconds left to go on a late penalty to the Rangers. Tyson Forrester, Morgan Frost, and Isaac Ratcliffe have been a great first line through this camp so far as Ratcliffe comes down the left side. We're underway in the second period. Chopped over to the far corner just like that. Penalty time has expired, so the team's quickly back to full strength. Rangers dominated the second period of yesterday's game, at least the first 10 minutes of it, so we'll see what's in store for us here in this one. Flyers took a 3-0 lead yesterday in the first period, only to see the Rangers answer back with 3 of their own in the second before Philadelphia was able to pull away, get a couple goal lead there, and we're going to get a whistle and a penalty on the Flyers here as Linus Hogberg picked up the puck and threw it down the ice. Can't do that. And the smile on his face as he comes over says he knows that. So just give the penalty kill some work, as the Rangers will get their second power play opportunity of this game. Morgan Barron will take this draw against Tanner Lisinski, and Barron able to win it out to the point. Rangers will get set up there. On the right side is Brendan Othman. Goes to Zach Jones. Left point now back to Jones. Works it back to Othman. Cross ice pass. A shot blocked in front. Save made by Arison. I believe that got through. And Jones will get back to it for the Rangers. One-timer. Othman save made by Arison. Othman gets it back. Jones moving it around. Cross ice pass. What a save by Arison as he goes post to post to keep the Rangers at bay. Othman with a great chance from that right circle. Othman moves it around. Payuniemi working in the corner now with it. He'll pull back to the circle. Plays it over to Jones. Shot wide. Rebound will come to Othman. 1:11 left to go in this power play. Rangers have had a ton of chances so far. Jones fed one through the slot. Came through to the right wing corner, and Othman gets it back. Othman off the boards, back out to Payuniemi. He'll take it to the left side. Trying to fend off Lisinski. Back out to Jones. Othman, right circle, holds, shoots, save made by Arison again. Rebound back out to the point, but the Flyers have not been able to clear so far on this power play. Left side circle, Payuniemi holding. Cross ice, Othman with it, put it back out in front, and that one slid through. Payuniemi, left side circle. We are more than half, almost just 3/4 of the way through this power play. It's been all Rangers. Now Jones puts it out in front, and they tip it home and score. We'll see who they give credit to for this one, as there was plenty of traffic in front and might have changed direction a couple of times, actually. They are giving that one to Will Cooley. Cooley was one of a few Rangers in front of the net and able to get a stick on the shot from the point, and it beats Arison. Power play goal for the Rangers. It is 2-1 now, as we are just over 2 minutes into this first period. So each team has struck on the power play once. And Quinn Schmiemann will work it down in the corner for Philadelphia. Lost it, though. Came back out to Skinner, and his shot got through. It hit Arison in the shoulder. He's able to cover up the rebound. Not sure Arison saw that one coming through, as he had a bit of a screen to his right. But with the help of the power play, like yesterday, the Rangers are coming out much stronger here in the second period. They've already cut the lead in half, and we're not even 2.5 minutes in. Now we got another penalty coming up here against Philadelphia, as a Ranger went down bad in the corner, and that was certainly not intentional on the part of Brian Zanetti, but a Ranger is down and hurt in the corner. Wait till we can get a look at who this is. But it's going to be another power play for New York, and they'll have an opportunity to tie things up again. Just 2.5 minutes into this first period. Rangers have already tallied once on the power play, and they're going to get a second opportunity here. Evan Vierling is the injured Ranger, and he gets to his feet, and now he is going to be escorted back toward the dressing room. Vierling, a 5th-round pick of the Rangers in 2020. Out of Barrie of the Ontario Hockey League. And another one of those guys who ran into a canceled season last year, didn't get a chance to do a whole lot. We'll keep you up to date on him as best we can. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But a second Rangers power play already here in this second period is underway, and Othman does well to keep a clearing attempt out of the near side boards. Work back out to Jones. Jones sends it to the left side circle. This is Payuniemi with it. Round behind the net, comes back out to Othman. Center point Jones. Payuniemi thought about the shot, held it instead. Frost trying to cut down the passing lanes, but it gets to Jones. Back to Othman. His shot is blocked. Comes back out to Jones again. His shot blocked again in front by this time by Lisinski. There's Cam York getting in the way of the first one. Othman back, tried to feed it down in front, and it slid past the stick of Cooley into the left wing corner. Jones back out to the point. Fired away from the stick of Othman. Flyers are going to pick it up and skate it out. This is Lisinski, top of the circle, trying to maneuver with it. Lost it for a moment, got it back. Here's Jackson Cates. He fanned on a shot. Jones is going to get that loose puck and pick it back out to center. Down the left side with it is Cooley. He'll wrap it around behind the net. Ratcliffe is there. This is a double minor, this penalty. It was on Brian Zanetti, and so 4 minutes on the board here for the Rangers to work with. Near side, Sanchez, rather that was Othman fanning on the shot. Now it comes back out to the point for Reunanen. Reunanen took the pass back, but it rolled off his stick and went out to center. He'll come back for it at his own line. So 3:21 of power play time left here for the Rangers, working with the double minor. Lundqvist puts it up the left side, comes around behind the net with it. Back out to the point. Here's a shot blocked in front. That was Linus Sandin getting in the way of that one. Rangers back in their own end. Reunanen blew a tire there briefly, but New York able to regroup. Now an errant pass picked up by the Flyers, cleared to the line, comes to Sandin. He's going to carry it down the right wing. Sandin, short-handed, throws it at the net. Kicked away, and Schmiemann will send it back into the corner. Rangers are going to get it behind their net and regroup. Talon Boyko back in the net for the Rangers. As again, we believe that these two teams are both going to roughly split the time between their netminders. 2:23 left to go in the penalties on Brian Zanetti. 14:46 left in the second period. 2-1. Flyers with the lead, but the Rangers applying the pressure here early. Have an offsides whistle, and so the faceoff will be out at center. Jackson Cates out with Isaac Ratcliffe on this kill. Ratcliffe couldn't quite get there, and Rangers able to get it in deep. Cam York knocked to the ice. Now it's pulled free. Jones has it. He'll move it toward the center point. Jones throws it on net. They score! And it looks like it's Cooley again from the celebration, as he was in the vicinity and got a piece of that shot from Jones. So the second power play goal of this period for the Rangers and for Will Cooley. It is 2-2. 14:26 left in the first period. It does appear that that goal was scored 2 seconds into the second half of the penalty. So we may be back to full strength. I don't know. It does not appear that they're going to go back to full strength. Penalty clock read 1:58 when that goal was scored, so we'll just keep going. Hey, it's the preseason. Rangers are going to remain on the power play. A couple of power play goals here by Will Cooley has tied things up in this second period. Rangers looking for more. Minute and a half left to go on power play time. Rangers gain the zone. It's Payuniemi. Back out to Jones, a one-timer, save, Ersson, rebound, and Ersson got a glove on that one. Othman with the bid from the right circle, and Ersson got the glove over just in time. Ratcliffe in the corner for Millman. Millman will fire it up the near wall. Comes out to center. Rangers regroup and go the other way. On the left side, it's Morgan Barron. Drop pass to Payuniemi. 46 seconds left in the power play. They work it back out left point. A shot whistles in, blocked in front, falls to the feet of Erison, and he'll put a glove on it and get the whistle. .13:06 left in this first period. Tied up at 2 now after the 2 early power play goals for the Rangers here in the second. Flyers able to clear off the draw, and the Rangers will go back to get it. On the forecheck, Lisinski causing some issues, but the Rangers will regroup, and now up through center. Down the left side, a centering pass just out of the reach of Ryder Korzak, who was in the slot. Now they work it over on the far side corner. Kodorenko is there for the Rangers. A couple other players as well. Wiley knocks a Ranger to the ice. His penalty time winding down and expires. Flyers back to full strength, and breaking out is Morgan Frost. Frost over the line, 1-on-2. Gets canceled out. Comes to the near wall. Rangers will take it around behind their own net. And now they come out to center. This is Carl Henriksen. Around behind the net, Henriksen feeds it out. Skinner, a one-timer. That was blocked by Tyson Forrester. Ricocheted to the corner, wrapped around. Forrester trying to get over there. He'll kick it out to center. Whelan got a stick on the cross-ice pass, knocked it back to his line. Now it's moved down the right wing, around behind the net of Harrison. He'll settle it and now play it off to the corner. Ahead for Forrester. Past Cates to Connor McLennan down the left side into the circle. Skinner knocks it off his stick. Skinner able to move it up the wall, out to center. Millman trying to close down Whelan as they come in over the line. Goes to O'Leary behind the net. O'Leary puts on the brakes. Shoved by Forrester. Tied up by Millman now. To get him off the puck, but it's centered out. Hit a skate and came out to Skinner. A shot through traffic, save. Rebound is loose to the side of the net. Harrison got a couple of saves in there. There's another 10-bell opportunity for the Rangers early in this second period. Here's Whelan behind the net. Threw it out in front. That hit a skate. Sanchez couldn't turn it on net. McLennan flips it on the backhand out to center. And it's controlled at his own line by Braden Schneider. Here's Whelan over the line. That shot gloved and held by Erison. In the vicinity was Morgan Barron looking for a deflection. We get a whistle with 10:51 left to go in this first period. First half of this second period rather has been all Rangers. They've been boosted by 6 minutes of power play time, well, almost 6 minutes. They scored on the first one and got a goal in the second set of 4 minutes as well. That's what's tied this game. Barron and Lisinski fighting in the corner, comes behind the net. Rangers regroup there. It's worked out to the point. Utari with a shot whistled wide. Allison flipped the puck off the boards, but it was stopped by Jones and sent back in. Comes out into the slot, bouncing. Puck was blocked to the corner as Othman tried to get another bid on net, but he couldn't quite settle it. Now here's Wade Allison quickly the other way. Allison around behind the net. Allison blew a tire, gets back to his feet, maintains control of the puck, drops it off for Linus Hogberg. Hogberg works it down into the corner. Around behind the net, it's Cam York. Flipped out in front, sticked away by Boyko. A shot in on net by Allison as he falls to the ice, and Boyko gobbles that one up for a whistle. Pleasantries exchanged to the right of the net. Giutari is in there with a flyer. And we are now going to see the change in goaltenders on both sides of the ice. So Dylan Garand is headed in for the New York Rangers. Kirill Ustimenko heads to the net for the Philadelphia Flyers. And that happens 5 seconds shy of the midway point, so just about even for the 4 goaltenders today. Skinner behind his own net, pushes it along to Cooley, who's got 2 goals in this second period, both on the power play. Cooley chopped it up the wall. Wiley able to keep it in. Cooley knocked it down. Now he'll lift it out to center. Millman back on it. And this is going to be an icing call as puck had just enough juice to get over the line. 9:42 left in this first period. 2-2, Rangers and Flyers all tied up, much like yesterday. Flyers took a 2-0 lead in the first period. 2 goals 52 seconds apart for Cam York and Matt Strome. And here in the second period, it's been all Rangers as Will Cooley has both goals for the Rangers, both on the power play, to get us to our 2-2 scenario. Here's a shot from the point, high over the crossbar, off the end glass. Now we've got a whistle, and we're going to get a couple of penalties here, as there were some shenanigans behind the play. J.R. Avon is going to go for the Flyers, and Hunter Skinner is headed in for the Rangers. So coincidental roughing minors with 9:34 left to go in this second period. Left side circle face-off coming up in the Rangers zone. Jackson Cates stepping in on the draw for Philadelphia. Rangers win the draw, though. And Lundqvist able to move it ahead. Now went back to his own zone. Now an outlet pass off the stick of Paioniemi, and it comes down around behind the Flyers net. And Brian Zanetti battles for it along the end boards. Pops out into the slot. Now it's down in the left wing corner. Rangers working this around. Poked off a stick, but it comes right back to Paioniemi. He's able to fire one through traffic. Reunanen down in the right side corner, back out Lundqvist. Now over to Paioniemi, and he fanned on the one-timer attempt. Flyers get to the loose puck, and Zanetti has it in the near side corner. Headman pass to Linus Sandin. Here's Jackson Cates down the right side, looking for Schmiemann. That was tipped away from him, though. And it comes back out to center. Schmiemann will get it back. Schmiemann is an invite to this camp after not being signed earlier this year by the Tampa Bay Lightning. They drafted him in the 5th round 2 years ago, and they let his draft rights expire. Trying to make an impression here with the Flyers in this camp. Tyson Forrester has been making an impression on the Flyers here in this camp, and he's working on the forecheck. He had 5 goals in the 3-versus-3 rookie development camp tournament a few weeks ago. Here's Frost with a shot. Save made. Rebound knocked to the near side boards. Dylan Guerin with his first test there, and he's able to fend off Frost on a nice snapshot. Right wing corner now. Here is Hogberg with it. Hogberg drops it off to York. Back to Hogberg. Looking into the circle for Frost. Frost sachets back out into the high slot. Now York with it. York goes back to Hogberg, just out of his reach. He'll get to it off the boards and send it around behind the net. York is on the end boards with Forrester now. Time expires in the coincidental minors. We are going to go back to 5-on-5 now, as the 4-on-4 time has expired with 7:28 left to go in the second period. Wiley working it down right side for York. Shot deflected. Save made by Guerin, and the rebound to the right side corner. Forrester battles his way through traffic. Pushes out to the right point. Now back to York on the left point. Into the corner. Walked back out by Lisinski. Lisinski's shot blocked in front. That hit a Ranger. It was Barron in front of his net. Into the corner now. Here's Wiley trying to center it back out in front. That was tipped high in the air. Comes off the glass in the corner, back to Lisinski. Lisinski, the Ohio State product, working behind his net. Flips it off to Millman. To the right side, here's Wiley, back to Millman. Wines fires, blocked in front. Flyers looking for a deflection there, but it ended up just stopping off the stick of Wade Allison. Rangers clear. Millman quickly the other way. Allison now in over the line. Flips it ahead. Here's Lisinski trying to get around the man. He does get it out into the slot, but there was no Flyer there to put it home. The Rangers clear. They'll take the icing as the Flyers have started to seize the momentum back again here with 6:25 left to go in the first period. 2-2 our score. Both these teams, of course, wrapping up their rookie camp with this game, and then the Flyers will prepare to open their main camp, which starts this Thursday, September the 23rd, here at Flyers Training Center. 6 preseason games for the Flyers this year. Them abroad, and then the regular season will start on October the 15th against the Vancouver Canucks. We cannot wait to get a full house back in the Wells Fargo Center again. Been way too long. It's just one of the very exciting things about this coming 21-22 season for the Philadelphia Flyers, who have been very much retooled in the offseason by general manager Chuck Fletcher. Here is Sandin down the left wing, puts it off to Tuamala on the right side. Hogberg, left point. They play catch with it. He'll get it back. Flyers, an effective cycle here as Tuamala comes around to the right side. They continue to work this around. Sandin has it for York, and York will send it around behind the net to the far side. Tuamala bounces off a check from Sanchez. Rangers get control. They'll play it up the far wall. Hogberg got to stick to it. Here's Nolan Ritchie. Tuamala now behind the net, poked off his stick. He'll chase it into the corner. A couple of Rangers there giving him trouble, and it moves up the boards in front of the Flyers bench. Now Jones will back into his own end with it. Moves it away from a forechecker out to center. Comes back to Matt Strome here over the line. Drops it off to Avon. A shot save made by Guerin as he flashes the leather, and some pushing and shoving behind the net as a Flyer dumped Braden Schneider, and everybody comes in to have a say in this. We'll see if any penalties come from it. I'm not guessing that there will be any. 4:52 left to go in the second period. We are all tied up at 2 apiece. Face off at center, Morgan Frost with Ratcliffe to his left and Tyson Forrester to his right. He sent around behind the net, and Guerin able to get out there and settle that one down. Frost sent it back around behind the net. Ratcliffe pries it away from Skinner in the corner. Fed it out in front. Forrester there battling for it, and he's shoved to the ice as he got a shot away, and Guerin able to gobble that up. So since the goalies changed at the 9:55 mark of the second period, about 5 minutes ago, a little more than that, I'm not sure Kirill Estemenko has seen a puck yet. I know Dylan Guerin has seen a lot of it. It has been all Flyers since that break, after the Rangers again took the momentum in the first 10 minutes. A lot of power play time. Flyers have kind of regained the driver's seat here, but they have not yet been able to retake the lead as Wyatt Wiley goes back after it on the right side. Puts it in the corner. Out in front, Forrester, one-timer save made by Guerin. And he's able to hold on to that one as Tyson Forrester looking for yet another goal in this camp. He is one of those guys that everybody's talking about from the standpoint of where does he play this year. Normally Tyson Forrester, Zaid Wisdom, those guys, they would not be eligible to play in the American Hockey League, but they were allowed to last year because the Ontario Hockey League did not operate. It's expected that they're going to continue to have an exemption for these guys, and they can go back to the AHL as opposed to having to play in the Ontario League this year. We'll wait to see for sure what happens, but Forrester has been extremely impressive since coming back here to Voorhees for the September development camp. Here's Lundqvist down the right side, flips one toward the net, and Kirill Ustimenko will finally get to touch the puck. He'll cover it up and get the whistle, and a bit of a snow spray, and a bunch of folks coming in to discuss that situation with 4:01 left to go in the second period, rather. 2-2 our score. Cam York, Matt Strome with the goals for Philadelphia. And on the Rangers side, it's Will Cooley with 2 power play goals in this second period. That's what tied up the score. Right side circle draw. Blown dead off the whistle. Korzak is in there for the Rangers. And I believe it's Morgan Frost for the Flyers. It is. Korzak won that draw, but it went straight out to center. And Lisinski now quickly on the forecheck, lost his edge. And Rangers able to get it back down, but it's going to be an icing call. Lisinski did not play yesterday, as we get a little more pleasantries being exchanged. Kind of what we expected, to be honest. And that was one of the reasons that it was so neat to see 2 games in a row in this camp, is that usually in one rookie game, everybody spends the first period trying to get their legs under them, and then, you know, the second period and the third period are a little bit better hockey. In this one, everybody comes into this game not only already, you know, well warmed up with the 3 periods yesterday, but already not liking each other a little bit. And so you get to see some fun stuff like this. But talking about Tanner Lisinski a moment ago, he's playing in his first action. He did not play in the 3v3 tournament. He did not play yesterday. He's being worked back cautiously, if you will, from hip surgery back in April. He had a torn labrum repaired. Kept him off the ice in the rehab situation for 4 months. And so he is hoping to be good to go. Wade Allison is slow to get up behind the play, and this is hopefully a bad blade or something. I don't know. Allison finally did make it to the bench, but we get the whistle now, and we are not within eyesight of what's going on with Wade Allison, but it does not look all that great. He was in the right side corner in the Ranger zone and was involved with a collision there. And the trainer's working with him, so we'll keep an eye on that situation for you as well. They're going to hold the game here so they can get Allison off the bench and back out toward the Flyers training room. Allison is not putting any weight at all on his right leg. So they'll get him off to the far side. That is not something the Flyers wanted to see at this point in this camp, but pass along what we hear, if anything, on Wade Allison, who's being now helped into the training room. Faceoff's going to be back out at center. 3:26 left to go in this second period, all tied up at 2. Linus Sandin stepped in for a faceoff after Jackson Cates got thrown out of the first one, and it was won by the Rangers. We've got a penalty coming up here against New York after Matt Rempe went hard into the boards with Cam York. York lost his helmet. Now we get the whistle. And the boarding call coming up against Matt Rempe, and Linus Hogberg with a little bit of an additional word for Rempe. Again, Rempe and Wade Allison had a tilt in yesterday's game. Rempe 6'8", 235 out of the Western Hockey League, 6th round pick in 2020. The Flyers again taking a little bit of umbrage with a hit on Rempe, or by Rempe, and yesterday that was discussed by Wade Allison after the game, that there was a hit that he didn't like too much on the part of Rempe. This time another one on Cam York is going to give the Flyers another power play. 3:12 left in the second. Flyers power play 1 for 3 in this contest. York no worse for wear, though. He'll be out here on this power play, controlling the puck in his own end. Leaves it off for Frost. Frost gains the blue line, puts it off to the right side for Forrester, who didn't get everything on that shot. He'll get to the loose puck behind the net. It's worked back around to the left point. Flyers initially able to keep it in, but then the Rangers are able to get it out, and Frost will maneuver it back in his own end. Frost drops it off for York. Up the left wing. And Flyers get stood up at the blue line, whistle, and a stoppage of play. Face off at center with 1:26 left to go on the power play. 2:38 left in our second period. Jackson Cates will step in on this draw. Rangers win it, though. Barrow pulling away cleanly, and the Rangers will clear it all the way down. 1:20 left to go in the power play as the Flyers come back to regroup. Hogberg moves it ahead. Lisinski moves away from trouble and goes back to Hogberg at the point. Leaves it off for McLennan, a shot. That one whistled just wide. Comes up the near wall. Back around behind the Rangers net, and it's picked up there by New York. Reversing direction was Giutari. Flyers able to keep it in, though, on the left point. Here's Lisinski. Steps into the circle. Puts it back out to Hogberg. Right side, McLennan with a shot. That was deflected wide. McLennan getting the look on this power play in the spot where Wade Allison normally would be. McLennan stepping into the circle. Back out to Hogberg. Off to the right side, the left side rather, to Amala. Back to Hogberg. Now McLennan with it. McLennan works it back to Hogberg. 26 seconds left on the power play. McLennan fires one wide of the net. Off the end boards, back out to the point. Flyers keep it in. McLennan, another shot. That one deflected by a Ranger in front. And it's covered up by Dylan Garand. And the combatants meet again on the end boards. This game's starting to get a little bit physical with 1:29 left in the second period. 18 seconds left to go on the power play. You may have seen the Flyers want your help in picking a new goal song for the 21-22 season. It's not too late to send your suggestion. You can even write a song yourself if you want. Visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com/goal song for all the details. The deadline for all those submissions is this Thursday. Face off out at center. It'll be Morgan Frost stepping in against Michael O'Leary, and O'Leary wins that draw. Rangers will fire it all the way down. 14 seconds left on the penalty to Matt Rempe. Here comes York up the right side to Forrester. In over the line for Isaac Ratcliffe. Worked it back out to York to the left side. This is Sandin. Time expires. Team's back to full strength. Flyers still on the attack as Frost has it on the top of the right circle. Poked off his stick, though, and the Rangers quickly the other way. It's Alex Whelan. He moves it ahead. Payuniemi to Lindquist. Comes around into the circle, got a shot away, save Ustamenko, and the rebound put back in. Ustamenko blocks that one as well, and the Flyers able to bank it off the glass out to center. Jones goes the other way. Payuniemi over the line, trying to get around Wyatt Wiley. Payuniemi reverses course. Back out to Jones. Jones into the corner. Behind the net. He'll just walking around in the near sideboards. Tried to throw it out in front, but it went behind the net instead, and Forrester will battle Payuniemi with it on the far wall. Forrester goes down, back up, pushed back out to the point. Jones there to keep it in. 19 seconds left in the period. Here's Schneider. His shot whistled high and wide. Payuniemi in the corner. Goes around behind the net. Under 10 to play now. Flyers able to relieve some of the pressure as the Rangers put it out to the point, out of the reach of zone. Jones, it comes back into their end, and that will wind things down here for period number 2. So an eventful second period here at Flyers Training Center. Unfortunately, not the greatest period for the Flyers as the Rangers get 2 power play goals. And a couple of players going off injured in this second period as well. We'll keep you up to speed on those two situations as much as we can. But we've got a tie hockey game headed into the third period which will be with you in about 15 minutes or so. We're glad to have you along with us here at Flyers Training Center on YouTube and Flyers Radio 24/7. Hope you're enjoying this one so far. Should be a great third period, and we'll have that for you in just a few minutes here in Voorhees.
You coaching Team White or what? Ah.
Schultz wanted you guys. He's got two people.
So we're playing defensive. Showtime. I thought it was going to trickle through. No bueno. Oh! Oh, ankles! Nice hit. Nice hit, buddy. Shoot it, Morgan. Ah, let's go! Yeah, I'm like that. Let's go. Yeah, Klenner. Too easy. 1-0, 1-0. Let's go. That's a greasy win, but clutch when we needed it. Want to come out for a couple? For you, not me. Yeah, stay hot. Showtime. Yeah, 2 for 2. Switch, switch, switch. That almost trickled in, eh? We're a defensive squad here.
Oh, yeah.
Shut down. Big one, boys. Yeah! Clutch Gene. Buzzer beater. Attaboy, bud.
Oh.
Let's go. Yeah. Holy defense. Attaboy. Did you see that spot or were you just shooting it?
Well, I saw a little guy, but I didn't think it was gonna make it.
Yeah. We might have to plant someone in front and just grease it. just have someone on the back door like this. No mercy in the finals though, it's just take ankles.
Hey, Black, good season. Vacate the premises. See you guys next year. Thanks for coming. Congrats on your first win. Hey, where are you going? Hey, get off the bench. Where are you going? See you, kid. Oh, where you going?
Are we allowed to bring it back to the Spring Hill if we win?
You can take it back. It's all good.
If it goes to the Spring Hill, it's not coming back. Are you going 3 for 3 here? I know. Terrible shot. I tried to pick one for you there, Connor. Almost worked. Let's go. go, baby. Oh, I'm so tired.
Snipe. How do the mitts feel? Attaboy, Captain Con. Muffin. I'm saving it for when there's a goalie. Yeah! Nice pass, Ratty! Nope, that's not it. That's not it. 2 legs. It's almost like you're stopping completely.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah! Nice, Rat! Oh! No swatting it away. We're too good at protecting it.
Take it.
You? Attaboy, Shelly boy. You like that?
Protect the puck. I didn't see you.
Dude, you know.
What, were you
you know
dominating?
I'm dominated at
Big
protect
ass.
the puck. Yeah. That's a Yager bum. I'm stupid at protecting the puck. Oh, wow. Get that. Attaboy, Frosty. Attaboy, Sandy. That's my puck all day. Yeah. Hey. He's out. What? Offside. Offside? That's just stupid. Offside? So do I take him or? Oh boy, why? You just got bundied in the corner, eh? He was up at the blue line. I didn't know if I should have went at him or not. Hey, so I just pick up the pill and Gino. My feet are soaking wet too. Heads up. So we have 3 lines. Three guys, that's gonna be tough. Let's try and get a Gino this time, you know? Get there! Oh, B-way. Skate it, Z, I'll go B-way. He's coming! Hey! Muffin of a shot, I wanted to pass it. Do you do the face-off? No, you. You do. Oh, Riddles. Hold on. Riddles is auto at this. You're auto at this, eh? From mini sticks?
right, boys, I'm mic'd up here. I'm mic'd up. Oh my God. Let's get it. There we go. Yep. Snipe. Flying V. Is that good? Wow, Millie, you really haven't slimmed down. You really have not gotten shorter. You keep growing. You're tall. 186.
That's good.
Yeah, I like 186 though. Like, I don't want to be too big, you know. Like, I can't. Like, I'd rather be fast.
That's
than,
awesome.
Yeah. Hey, head up the whole time. Head up the whole time. Oh! Oh, that's scary. Ring around the roses. Woo. Oh my gosh, I can't breathe. Hey, guy in the middle, like bite on the fake, like the first fake, you know what I mean?
I'm stealing Millie's puck.
Okay, Millie, yeah, but like my puck, don't steal that. Come on. Schulte, I'm mic'd up too. We need lots of that. Ah, Schulte, come on. All right, put me in a blender, Wiles. Put me in a blendy. Wiles, look at you. Oh! Going for the steals, huh? Look at this guy, I hate him. Mama, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Coop, how you feeling?
Not too bad.
Good?
Pretty good, yeah, you?
Better than ever. One-on-ones first day. Love that. Hoagie, come on. Should I try and walk this guy? Yeah. You saw that? Yeah. I should be forward, huh? Yeah. Gosh, that was nasty. Felt like David out there. Nice D. 2 for 2 on one-on-ones. I'm counting. D. Yeah. Yeah, Coop. No.
Barry swing from behind, I'll jump in.
I am gonna cross check you though.
Push back.
I'm gonna cross check you. Take it, Wells. Yeah, Lily.
Welcome back to Flyers Training Center, Voorhees, New Jersey. We're set to go here for period number 3. Flyers and the New York Rangers all tied up at 2 goals apiece after 2 periods here in the second game between these two teams this weekend. Flyers took a 2-0 lead in the first period on power play goal by Cam York, followed by one even strength goal from Matt Strome less than a minute later. Rangers tied the score on 2 power play goals early in the second period from Will Cooley. Rangers had 6 minutes of power play time in the first 8 minutes or so of that second period to tie the score. Flyers were able to turn on the Jets a little bit in the latter half of the second period and are hoping to keep that pressure going here again in period number 3. Yesterday, the Flyers jumped out to a 3-0 lead after one period. Rangers did a lot of what they did here today. They came back out and tied the score with 3 in a row in the second before the Flyers were able to pull away for the 6-3 win that included an empty netter. Rangers trying to make sure, though, that it's a different fate today, is looking to even things up in this short little 2-game series. Of course, these two teams now will conclude their rookie camp, get ready for main camp, which for the Flyers starts on Thursday on the ice here at Flyers Training Center. Flyers in a delayed offside situation as a long pass ahead was whistled offsides. Bit of an odd situation there as the Flyers were deep in the zone on a delayed offside situation, and the Rangers sent themselves offside going the other way very quickly. So that results in a face-off back down in the New York zone. Morgan Frost been on the first line of this camp with Isaac Ratcliffe to his left, Tyson Forrester to his right. Ratcliffe coming off a season last year where he had a broken rib that punctured a lung. He had just an awful experience coming back from that. Kind of got in the way a little bit of his season last year with the Phantoms, but he feels great, he says. And after a impressive game yesterday, pretty impressive development camp, is looking to take the next step in his career with the Phantoms this year. Here is Ratcliffe battling in the corner. He'll fire one on the back end behind the net as the Flyers complete a change. Jackson Cates on the far side, couldn't send it in deep. Rangers will come out with it the other way. Here's Barron over the line, drops one off, and a shot stopped and held by Ustimenko off the stick of Brandon Othman. And we'll get a face-off in the Philadelphia zone. Less than 2 minutes gone here in this third period, 2-2 score. Carl Henriksen will step in here for the Rangers, going against Tanner Lisinski. It's one back out. Here's Giatari with a shot, and that one's gloved and held by Ustimenko. He'll get another whistle and another draw. Lisinski able to win this one to the near wall this time, where Cam York will pick it up. Comes around behind his net. York reverses course to Lisinski. He's checked off the puck, but it comes to Tuamala, and it makes its way back over to York on the far side. Hogberg back to York. Flipped off the boards, and Tuamala will get it over the line, but it came right back out. Hogberg at center. They'll try again down the right wing for Jackson Cates. Here's Cates with a shot. Save made by Guerin, and the rebound was sitting out in front, but it was controlled by Henriksen and carried out to center. Here's Henriksen over the line. Drops it off to the right side for Kodorenko, but he lost the handle on that, and J.R. Avon will chase it deep into the Ranger zone. Avon goes into the end boards, battling for it with Braden Schneider. Rangers come out with that. A headman pass off the mark. This will go down. Icing is waved off, though, as Ustimenko steps out to play it. On the far side now with it, it's Nolan Ritchie. Ritchie with an assist in this game on the Strome goal. It's moved ahead to center now, off the stick of Strome, and Zach Jones gets back to it in the Rangers' end. Throws one right side for Schneider. Tried to get back to Cooley. Went off his skate, but Payuniemi will carry it into the zone. Here's Jones with a shot from the point. That one got through and gloved by Ustimenko. It was headed wide, but Ustimenko grabs it and holds on. Matt Rempe in the slot, surrounded by 5 Flyers, and a little bit more discussion happening there. He'll skate off as both teams will change everything up here with 16:47 left to go in the third period of our 2-2 game. O'Leary and Lisinski step into the circle, and it's won by O'Leary. Came back out to the point. Whelan's shot was blocked, but Rangers able to keep it in the zone. Now the Flyers with it. It's Forrester on the near side. Ahead for Morgan Frost. Back to Lisinski. Tried to find Frost going to the net. Bounced over his stick. Lisinski gets back to it. Looking for Forrester. Puck popped up in the air, though, and the Rangers glove it down. They'll come the other way. Down the right side, it's Whelan. Played a pass out into the circle that was intercepted by the Flyers, thrown out to center. Lundqvist with it on the right side. And it's fired back around deep in the Flyers' end. Rolls back out toward the blue line. Knocked back in where Zanetti will pick it up in the corner. Quinn Schmiemann moves up the left side. Ran into some traffic. Lost the handle on it. Tried to get it back, but the Rangers now with it down the right wing. Another pass off a skate. Comes back to Schmiemann in his own end. Moved ahead. Almost made it to Sandin, but it was tipped away by Othman. Rangers coming back through center. It's Morgan Barron into the right wing corner. Run into by Cates. Schmiemann is there as well. He'll absorb a hit. Pass deflected out toward the blue line, and it rolls out to center. Flyers, though, almost able to spring it the other way as Tuomala was there, but overskated it just a bit. Puck in behind the Flyers. Net worked out left point. To the right side now. Here's a shot blocked by Tuomala to the corner. In the near corner now. Rangers maneuver around out to the right point. It's Lundqvist. Dropped it back off center point. Shot in was blocked. Reunanen trying to get one through traffic there. Now it comes back out. Lundqvist moving in. He shoots and he scores. Niels Lundqvist beats Kirill Ustimenko high to the glove side, and the Rangers have taken their first lead of the weekend. It is 3-2. 6:06 into the third period, the time of that goal, and you had a feeling there that all that broken play was going to lead to something. Both teams here early in this third period have a little trouble, it seems, settling the puck at center. Lots of things just bouncing around, and the Rangers are able to capitalize. Lundqvist with the goal makes it 3-2. Rangers with the lead. Ustimenko having a little bit of trouble with a wraparound that he tried to glove to the ice. He's able to keep it behind the net, though. Here's Utari with a shot through traffic that trickled in on Ustimenko. He kicked it to the near side. Flyers get it out to center. Avon trying to beat a man to it. He'll get it behind the Rangers net. Backhanded it out in front. It comes all the way out to the point. Millman sends it off to Wiley. Wiley backhanded it through the slot and went right through the legs of Avon. Comes to the near wall where it's battled for in the corner. Henriksen trying to exit the zone. Can't. Goes back to Skinner. Back to Henriksen. Now he will send it out the right side. The Rangers will regroup just inside their line. It's up the near wall. Deep in the Flyers' end. O'Leary chasing. Wiley's going to get there first for Philadelphia. Off to Millman. Millman sends it up the wall. Went behind Lisinski to the far side for Sandin, who fires it to the Ranger line. Not in deep. It's battled for there. McLennan lost his footing, kept the handle on it, though, able to continue it along into the right side corner. Zanetti on the left side, threw it toward the net. That was rejected right back the other way by the Rangers defense, and Quinn Schmiemann will come back for it in his own end. 13:25 left to go in the third period. Rangers lead it 3-2. Third period goal for Lundqvist, the difference right now. Here's Linus Sandin over the line to McLennan. We'll send it around behind the net. Sandin chasing. Lisinski couldn't settle in the corner. Rangers get it out to center. Tuomala tried to knock it the other way, but it went by him back into the Philadelphia end. Controlled near the point by the Rangers. Flyers able to push it out to center. Rangers get it back inside their own end. Barron tried to send it to his D partner, but went in on the goaltender, Guerin. He's able to steer it to where it was intended to go. And now the Rangers again move it up the near side. Cam York swings around behind his own net. Dropped it back for Hogberg. Hogberg trying to get around the long reach of the 6'8" Nat Kempe. Rempe there, excuse me. Into the zone it goes. Flyers trying to get set up here as they've looked a little disheveled here in this third period. Here's Cates behind the net trying to pry it free, but Henriksen is going to walk away with it. And Payuniemi drops it back to Henriksen. In over the line, tried to find Cooley. He overskated. He'll get it back though. Cooley carries it into the circle. Gets the shot away. Save made by Ustimenko as Cooley is bidding for the hat trick there. He's got the 2 power play goals in the second period. Skinner sends it off the boards right side. Comes around behind the Flyer net. Rangers dig it out. Here's a shot through traffic. Hit a skate. Loose in the circle. Rangers regain control. This is Giutari on the right side. Now the Flyers able to get it back out to center. They lose it though, and Payuniemi comes down the right wing boards. Payuniemi spinning around, will send it back around behind the net. O'Leary was there. He couldn't settle it. Philadelphia gaining control. It's moved up to center. Ratcliffe couldn't bring it along with him. Back into the Philly zone it goes. Down the right side, it's Millman trying to head off a Ranger. Finally do check him off the puck, and it's flipped up the boards out the center again. Here comes Ratcliffe. Cross pass with Frost, and that caused them both to lose the handle on it. Comes back out to center where Frost now will settle it along the near boards. Forrester leaves on a change. Frost and Ratcliffe go with him. And on the right side now, here comes Matt Strome. And we've got a whistle and an icing is called, as that puck did not hit a Flyer stick on the way through, so we'll get a face-off back down in the Philadelphia zone. Just about halfway through this third period, 10:49 left to go. Flyers now trailing 3-2. Face-off won by the Rangers, back out to the line. Jones trying to get around Avon. He'll backhand it in deep. Schmiemann moves it up the corner. On the near side, it's Strome trying to continue it along the center, and he'll be able to do so. Schneider will be back for it in his own end. Here's Othman. He'll come around behind his net. A Ranger broke his stick. They'll do a change to alleviate that. And now off the left side, it's Barron trying to step through traffic. He can't do it. Flyers the other way. It's Lisinski into the circle. Cross ice pass looking for a McKinnon. He had McLennan there, but it was deflected at the last minute. And Rangers back out through center. York is able to get it out over the line, and the Rangers had to regroup, else they would have been offsides. Now an icing call against Philadelphia as the headman pass was off the mark. And again, both teams looking a little disorganized here in this third period. Flyers are a little bit more so, it seems. Get a face-off to the left of Kirill Ustimenko with 10:01 left to go in the third period. Just about dead halfway point of this third period of play. Lisinski in on the draw for the Flyers. It's won, though, by the Rangers. Back out to the point. A shot by Lundqvist. Whistled just wide. LC was looking for his second of the period. Here's Sandin down the left side, trying to get around Lundqvist as they go to the end boards. Lundqvist and Sandin tied up along the end wall. It's flipped up off the dasher. York will settle it. York brings it around behind the Ranger net. They battle for it in the corner. Pulled free from the wall. York kept it in briefly. It is still not out of the zone. Now it is. And the Flyers clear. Frost tried to carry it back in, but knocked away from him. Comes back to Linus Hogberg at his own line. Back to York as the Flyers regroup. And look to start the breakout up the left side now. Here goes Hogberg over the line. Hogberg into the circle, had it knocked off his stick. Rangers slip it right back out. Mason Millman will go after the loose puck with 9 minutes now left to go in the third period. 3-2 Rangers. Millman stopping and surveying the situation, and now he'll headman one looking for Frost. Just out of his reach, though. Rangers coming right back the other way. Sanchez with O'Leary along the near wall. O'Leary works it out center point. It's Skinner with a shot. That hit traffic in front. O'Leary in the circle. Tried to go back out to center. It hit a skate, though, and it comes to Giutari on the left side. Works down into the corner. Now back up the wall. Giutari threw it right side. Fanning on a pass attempt with Skinner. Ratcliffe almost went the other way, but Skinner able to recover. Rangers still set up in the Flyers' end. Giutari put it down on net, and Kirill Ustimenko got a stick on that one as it came through. I thought it might have hit the pipe, but he was able to keep it out. The one detriment to having a tripod under our camera here is that you can't see through it. So I didn't really exactly see what that puck hit, but I think Ustimenko was able to keep it out, at least with his blocker hand. Face off in the left side circle of the Flyers zone with 8:18 left to go here in this third period. Rangers win the draw again. It comes out center point, and Barron's going to chase this one behind the net. Hayaniemi is back there as well. Flyers able to work it free, though, and they're going to look to break out to center. They come up the right wing boards. A hit laid on to Omala there by Schneider as the puck continued into the zone. Zanetti threw one toward the net. That was blocked in front. Rangers quickly back the other way. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Hayaniemi down the right side. Spins at the top of the circle. Tried to flip it out into the slot. Flyers, though, able to break that up. And it comes around behind the net. Battled for there by Zanetti. Trying to fend off a Ranger. Hayaniemi is there as well as Brennan Othman. Pushed out ahead to center, and here comes Tuomala down the right side. Sam Tuomala tried to find Schmiemann going to the net, but that was blocked to the end boards. Rangers looking to outlet, but the Flyers break this up. Here's Tuomala, top of the left circle. Didn't get everything on that shot, and it's picked up by Jones, just fired off the glass out to center. Wiley now feeds it rink wide for York. Tried to hit Sandin, back to York. That puck was rolling and shot wide by York as the puck was up on end when he hit it. Rangers looking to outlet. Cooley plays it rink wide. Henriksen down the right side. Into the circle. Spin away from a Flyer. Now out to the left point. And a shot in on that, gloved and held by Ustimenko. That one off the stick of Rayonen. And shoved to the ice after the fact was Matt Rempe, who was in Ustimenko's kitchen trying to create a screen. Probably quite easy for Rempe to do. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third. Flyers need a goal. They're down 3-2. O'Leary's going to go in on this draw against Morgan Frost in the Flyers zone. Frost able to muscle it to the end boards, and Hogberg played it over to the left side looking for Ratcliffe. Knocked off his stick. Millman trying to continue it around. Ratcliffe battling for it. Millman laying a big hit on a Ranger in the circle. That was O'Leary. It's worked out to the point, almost poked away by Ratcliffe, but the Rangers able to keep it in. Here's O'Leary, walks in, shot, save made, Ustimenko. Rebound is put back out into the slot. Everything's tied up there. A Ranger went down, and New York wanted a penalty. They are going to get it from the trailing referee now that we get a look to the right. The tripping call is made. The referee in the zone did not put his arm up, but the neutral zone referee caught it. So a tripping penalty against Philadelphia on Ratcliffe, I think. Let's see. It's on Morgan Frost. The penalty boxes are literally right underneath where we are standing, so it is a little bit difficult to discern who's going in there, but it is Morgan Frost. 2 minutes for tripping. 6:16 left to go in the third, and the Rangers headed on the power play. Got 2 power play goals already in this game. That was what tied things up in the second. And now looking to add some insurance here, but a pass knocked away by Lisinski. Flyers 2-on-1 shorthanded if they hurry. Lisinski holds in, shoots, save, rebound is to the right of the goaltender, but knocked away by the Rangers defense, and here comes Cooley the other way. Dylan Guerin able to get his shoulder on that. Now Ratcliffe 1-on-1 shorthanded. Ratcliffe looking for help, finds it from Nolan Ritchie. Back to Ratcliffe, he could not get the shot off. That developed very slowly at the last minute, and Ratcliffe almost able to put that one on net, but it just rolled out of his reach. Rangers inside their own line with 1 minute 7 seconds now left on the power play. They'll regroup and finally gain the Flyers line. Rempe works it back. Rayonen puts it into traffic in the circle. Now he'll get it back. Looks it to the right side. Rangers working it there. A pass blocked by Sandin nicely, and he'll get to that loose puck and fire it all the way down. 37 seconds and counting left on the tripping penalty to Morgan Frost. 3-2 Rangers lead with 4:48 left in the third period. Here's Henriksen. He'll dump it to the right side corner. York is after it. Chased by Rempe. Able to move out of the way of the hulking winger, and the Flyers clear it all the way down. Dylan Guerin behind his net. He'll settle it there. Rangers are changing with 12 seconds left on the power play. Nice forecheck here by Ritchie, causing some issues for Reunanen in there. Ritchie still all over the Rangers by himself in the offensive zone. Penalty time has expired, and the Flyers back to full strength, so they kill it off. And we're headed now into the final 4 minutes of this third period. Flyers looking for the equalizer, down 3-2. Around behind the net, it's Frost trying to get it away from O'Leary. Wiley steps in and cancels him out. Wheeling back to a teammate behind the net. That's O'Leary. He'll skate out with it. O'Leary turns and fires it toward the net. Goes well high off the end glass. Right side now, here's Tyson Forrester. Moving ahead, he's trying to provide an outlet for Mason Millman, but Millman knocked to the ice. He's going to draw a penalty there, and that wasn't Millman at all. That was Nolan Ritchie actually out there making some things happen, and he got under somebody's skin because an interference call here against the Rangers is going to give the Flyers a power play. They actually call it roughing, but it could have gone either way. And the Flyers are going to use their timeout here. A shrewd move by head coach Ian LaPerriere. Of course, in the offseason, Ian LaPerriere named the head coach of the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, so he will be headed up to Allentown this season. And he's got a new assistant coaching staff. Jason Smith, the former Flyers captain, comes back to the organization, and he will be one of the assistants in Lehigh Valley. Riley Armstrong is going to be the other assistant for Ian LaPerriere. Armstrong got a promotion from the Maine Mariners, the ECHL team in Portland, Maine, that the Flyers, they're not an affiliate, but the Flyers own them. It's a long story, but the Flyers own the Maine Mariners, an ECHL affiliate of the Boston Bruins up in Portland, Maine. Danny Briere is the general manager of that club, and no doubt that Riley Armstrong gets a look because of that connection. So a big promotion for him. And that group will team to lead the Lehigh Valley Phantoms this season. Here come the Rangers 2-on-1 quickly off the draw. It's Schneider with a shot. Save made by Ustimenko, and he's able to gobble it up. No rebound. That situation went south quickly for the Flyers as they had an offensive zone draw all of a sudden turn into a 2-on-1 going the other way in the blink of an eye. So not a good start to the power play here for Philadelphia, but time to regroup here with 3:25 left to go in the third period. Flyers need a goal to tie, and they have a big opportunity here on this power play. Cam York will control off of the face-off in the Flyers' end, and he will quarterback the rush up the ice. Tried to play it to Ratcliffe on the near side, bounced out of his reach. Forrester's down behind the net trying to regain control. Forrester moves it up the wall to Sandin, quickly back to the corner. Lasinski works it back out to Forrester. Now York has it. Flyers will get set up. Here's York, back out to Forrester, back to York. Settles the rolling puck. Back to Forrester, they play catch on the left side. Lasinski now with a shot. That one whistled just wide. Losing his stick was the goaltender Garand, and it is on the end boards. Rangers, though, are going to be able to skate it out to center and get the goaltender his paraphernalia back. Comes in on Ustimenko, and he's just going to settle it for Hogberg with a minute now left to go in the power play. 2:34 left in this third period. Rangers lead it 3-2. Linus Hogberg moves it along for Morgan Frost over the line. Frost into the right wing corner. Got it out to Connor McLennan. McLennan back to Tuomala. Tuomala works it to the right of the net. Back to Tuomala on the half wall. Here's Hogberg. Back over to McLennan. Back to Hogberg. A shot blocked in front, and the Rangers able to clear. Good puck movement by this second power play unit for the Flyers in this rookie camp. But the Rangers able to clog things up now. Down the right side, it's Jackson Cates trying around the corner. Could not quite do it. And O'Leary will throw this one all the way down. 19 seconds left on the man advantage as Hogberg comes back for it. Linus Hogberg plays it rink wide. McLennan gets it back to Tuamala with a head of steam over the line. Tuamala into the corner. Swings it around behind the net, quickly moving to the far side. Flyers able to keep it in. Hogberg back to Forrester, closing in. Forrester with a shot, and it was deflected wide. It's loose on the end boards. Flyers pick it up. Penalty time has expired. Teams are back to full strength as Sandin moves it past McLennan around behind the net. Flyers regain control, and Forrester has it. One-timer, a shot blocked in front. Here is Forrester, left point. Right side, here's Hogberg. Hogberg works it around for Sandin. Sandin looking, goes to the net with it. Rolls off. Extra attacker on for the Flyers. It's Avon with the shot and a save made. Guerin able to hold on as the Flyers pull the netminder with just over a minute left to go in the third period. 1:01 now is the time on the clock as we get some pushing and shoving. The Flyers pulled Kirill Ustimenko with about a minute 10 left. And right off the bench, the extra attacker was Avon, who got the opportunity. And let's see if we have anything coming of this. It does not appear so. So extra attacker will stay on for Philadelphia. 6-on-5 situation with a face-off coming up in the Rangers zone. A minute 1 on the clock in the third period. 3-2 New York. Tanner Lisinski in on the draw for the Flyers. He's got Mason Millman and Cam York at the points. Ratcliffe, Frost, and Forrester are the other three forwards. Millman able to send it down deep. Rangers there, pick it up, and it's flipped high in the air out the center. It'll come down into the Flyers' end where Cam York will come back after the rolling puck. 46 seconds left. Flyers running out of time here, but we'll try to do something here with the extra attacker. York will fire it around behind the net. Frost is there. Put it out in the circle, but nobody's there but Rangers. It's sent the length of the ice. This is going to be icing, so the Flyers will get a face-off in the New York zone with 31.6 left on the clock in this third period. Face off in the left side circle. It'll be Frost taking it again. Ratcliffe and Lisinski to his right, Forrester to his left. And York and Millman remain out on the points. And they're going to add a couple of seconds back to the clock on that face-off attempt. Comes back to York, one-timer, blocked in front. Guerin with a save, rebound is loose and kicked to the corner. Now it comes back to York on the right point. York moves it into the corner, 22 seconds left. Frost into the high slot. Frost to the circle. One-timer wide of the net, and it rings around the boards and all the way down. 14 seconds left as Millman goes after it. Flyers got to hurry. Here's Frost with 9 seconds left. Through center. Frost runs into four Rangers by himself, loses the handle. 4 seconds left. Cleared out to center, and that is going to do it. The Flyers run out of time, and the New York Rangers come from behind to take a 3-2 win in this second rookie game of this camp. Lots of impressive things, though, from the Flyers over these two games. Obviously, a great offensive burst yesterday. A lot of these guys showing what they're capable of. Unfortunately, they don't get the bounces here in the game two, but it was a definitely a solid effort from the Flyers here in this second one, and a good look at what is in the pipeline for this team, as they've got a lot of exciting prospects really at both ends of the ice, and Kirill Ustimenko and Samuel Ersson in net, both with very solid efforts over both of these two games. So a great showing by the Flyers in these two rookie games. And now it is time for main camp, a few days away, as the veterans have been here for some time, but they'll get into formal workout starting on Thursday here at Flyers Training Center. Visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com and our social media channels throughout the week this week for all the latest updates on camp. when things are happening, what is open to the public, what is not, and we'll get everything to you as we know about it at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com, and again through all of our social media channels. We do know that the first preseason game for the Flyers is September the 28th at the Wells Fargo Center, and tickets for that game and everything in the month of October and the whole season eventually will go on sale this week. If you want to get in line early, we want you to go to PhiladelphiaFlyers.com/FlyerWire and sign up for the FlyerWire newsletter. FlyerWire members will get early access to preseason and October games on Tuesday of this week and the entire season on Wednesday before tickets become available to the general public on Thursday the 23rd. So it's a big week here for Flyers fans, and we hope that we'll get you on board for what we are really hoping is going to be as close to normal as we can. You can visit backtoabroad.com for all the latest COVID-19 health and safety policies required at the Wells Fargo Center, but we are looking to have another full house back at the Wells Fargo Center for the first time in a long time as the Flyers get the season started on October the 15th against the Vancouver Canucks. Brian Bourne was in charge of everything you saw here today, so we thank him for all his help, and everyone here at the Flyers Training Center for helping us get this on YouTube today. For all those folks, I'm Brian Smith. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon for Flyers Training Camp later this week.